Are you getting the iPhone 16 Plus Pro Max?
Mr.Reddit.
Discussion: I'm planning on getting the iPhone 16 Pro Max mainly because I want to try the bigger screen size and am looking forward to the new AI capabilities. I currently have an iPhone 12 Pro. Will you be getting any of the iPhone 16s?
Don't know, it's not out yet so I don't know its features. Probably just stick with my 14P as it will do 90% of the new one. Not much changes each year compared to say the 4 to the 5 or the 5 to the 6. Things were more fun and more changes were made back then.
I have the 13 Pro and am still at battery health of 87%. I was going to get the 16 Pro but might wait and just get new battery as my 13 Pro works fine still. It is a lot of money to get a new phone every year. I don't see why some folks do it.
That's a good plan. I had 12 Pro Max and battery was 86% and I got 15 Pro Max for mainly new battery plus I got close to 500 from Apple for old phone. After 5 months I regret doing this, loved 12 Pro Max. Do like the screen though 120 MHz.
Money is always a factor. But main reason is the camera, battery, and compared to 12 didn't see an improvement. Camera I am sure PPL will say a lot but for my use case was not great. Lot of the pics are hazy out of focus etc.
Here in the UK you can basically rent a phone monthly and always have the latest one every 12 months if you want to. I went from a 14 Pro Max I got 9 months ago to a 15 Pro Max and I am staying put. Here in the UK you can basically rent a phone monthly and always have the latest one every 12 months if you want to. I went from a 14 Pro Max I got 9 months ago to a 15 Pro Max and I am staying put.
I'm on the 12 so I'll definitely upgrade this year.
I have the 12P at the moment and while it's still solid, I am looking for a change. Probably the 120Hz screen will be a game changer for me as well.
I'm on the 14R and will wait till 18 or 19 series or with any luck maybe the 20 series as I plan on using this phone for as long as possible. I have the 15 PM, so probably not until the 18 for me. But may get my mom one.
My XS Max is on its last legs. But after digging up an old 5s recently, it's made me more excited to get maybe the 13 mini instead of another big phone.
I tried the 13 mini for about a month in 2022 because I was attracted to the smaller size. Unfortunately I ended up returning it because it wasn't as small as I would have liked. I prefer the iPhone SE first gen size, and the 13 mini just felt like a slightly smaller 13, however, I did purchase SE first gen later on for like $60 to use as a hobby phone around home and as an iPod.
I went from an 11 Pro to a 15 Pro so it will be a while before another upgrade.
I think 4 to 5 iterations is about right. Well played.
I have a 13 Pro and have no plans to get a new iPhone until the 13 stop getting iOS updates, which will likely be when iOS 21 and iPhone 19 come out.
I use common sense which is unfortunately no longer common. No valid reason to. I keep things for a long time. My life does not revolve around Apple. I am not a FOMO bozo.
I have a 12 Pro that I bought refurbished from Apple last year. I can easily get another year from this phone. The only reason I would replace it right now is to hand it down to a family member in need. If that happens, then I would probably buy a refurbished 14 Pro from Apple if they are available, or get the 16 Pro if not. New phones don't excite me. I do the same things with the same apps today as I was doing 10 years ago. My use has not changed between phone models.
I have a 15 Pro so I don't need one, but I wouldn't anyway if they put the camera button on there. Lots of people will love that button and find it useful. I'm not one of them, and I'm not sure I can buy an iPhone that has one of them. I'll use my 15P as long as I can, and if the new iPhones still have a camera button on them when it's time for me to upgrade then I'll have to consider Android again, little as I want to edit, unless Android does what Android does and copies the button onto their own phones. I might get to that point and find I don't have a choice on having a camera button on my phone. I hate duopolies. I love my iPhone, but I barely use my camera and forcing me to walk around with a camera button I don't want is the kind of thing that just rubs me the wrong way. I doubt Apple will miss my money, but it's not really about them.
Well, I guess I have no choice but to upgrade from my iPhone 7 that's having issues with both hardware and software. Thinking of Pro Max.
I got the 14 Pro Max 2 weeks before the 15 came out. I hated it and the lightning. Now I have the 15 Pro Max I got a week ago. I am not planning to upgrade for at least 5 years.
Not planning to. I currently have a 14 Pro that I purchased on release day. I might replace my battery sometime between September and January 2025 though. This phone should last me another 3 to 4 years minimum.
I just got a 15 PM and Watch 9, came from S24 Ultra. I had originally planned to upgrade to the 16 PM and Watch X at the end of this year, but TBH I'm extremely satisfied with this setup. Let's see what features the new models bring. Things I would like: new graphite cooler as my phone gets a little hot for anything graphics intensive, faster graphics chip, less aggressive skin processing in photos, or the ability to disable. Can make skin look blotchy and rough, larger battery capacity for the watch, but can get 2 days already as it is so not a big issue. Things I would dislike: if they make the phone tall and skinny. Hated this about Samsung phones. I love that the 15 PM is a chunker as I can actually type on this one with my fat thumbs. I'll probably end up putting the money towards an M4 MacBook instead anyways. I'm a very recent Apple convert and love it so far.
I just saw leaks of iPhone 17 and damn it seems good, but there ain't no way I'm waiting for it, and I'm gonna buy the iPhone 16 Plus depending on the price. Also, is the iPhone 17 actually gonna have 120Hz for the base models and a circular cutout so it will look like a Samsung phone?
iPhone 11 here, battery at 77%, so we'll replace it. Planning on getting the 16 Pro and give the 11 to my 25 years old daughter who had just bought a brand new 15 Pro with her hard-earned first job money just to get it stolen at a street fair.
Currently on 14 Plus. Debating on upgrading to the Ultramarine 16 Plus. I like the 6.9 inches PM, but other than that don't care about the Pro features.
I have 7 Plus, don't what I should upgrade to? I usually upgrade to 5 to 7 with phones.
Thank you all for watching. If you are interested, subscribe and watch other videos.